So normally when you have too much youth on your team, then all the inexperience leads to a pretty bad season, which is why we're going to talk about the Detroit Pistons. So last season, Detroit finished 17-65. Now, we're going to talk about some of the key players, the new addition of Monty Williams, expectations for next season, and the rookies drafted. So, for starters, Cade Cunningham. This Detroit Pistons team, for all its talent, for all of its potential that it oozes, this team will likely be spearheaded by Caleb Cunningham's talent that he possessed, which is supreme talent. If he can stay healthy, the sky could be the limit for Cade and his Detroit Pistons teammates. You got a truly young nucleus with this team. You got a lot of young players. You got James Wiseman. Jury's still out on James Wiseman big time. You got Isaiah Beef Stewart. We're going to see if he can come into form, if he can be a true banger, if he can help his team with the dirty work, if he can just do it all for his team. We're going to find out, especially as a defensive anchor. Can he really truly step up? We're going to find out with the second year of Jaden Ivey. We're going to watch his progression. We're going to see a lot with this team. You got Amen Thompson that's now coming to this team, a versatile rookie, 6'7". So you're going to see, a lot happen with the Detroit Pistons led by newly acquired head coach Monty Williams, formerly of the Phoenix Suns. Yes, the great, brilliant Monty Williams takes over with a nice lucrative contract to go to it as well. So, like I said, if Cade Cunningham is healthy, I think he can truly lead this team. I think so. But I do think because they are so young but show so much promise, of course it's going to be growing pains. Now, the player that we really need to watch out for on this team is Killian Hayes. Because for me, it's a make or break year. I don't care whether he's starting or if he's coming off the bench. He's got to show some high-level productivity. Or he can find himself, because I kind of see Killian Hayes and Jalen Suggs from the Orlando Magic. Both of them are kind of like young guys in no man's land. You got to figure out who you're going to be, what you're going to become, and if you can contribute to a team. It has to be decided. So Killian Hayes, inconsistent, but shows a lot of promise. He's going to have to show up. Because right now, they did draft or they did receive Houston guard Marcus Sasser on the trade. So if Killian isn't 100% focused, locked in as he should be, maybe Marcus Sasser can get some of his minutes off the bench. And so, yeah, it's gonna take a lot out of Killian to really be focused. Like I said, it's a player I like. But, this league waits for nobody, and you got to take advantage of your opportunities at some point. Otherwise, your opportunities will just dry up, and then you'll be looking to, give it a go somewhere else and trying to, get back right or finding a way to really show that you could be appreciated. Sort of like what happened with Lonnie Walker. You got to kind of earn your keep elsewhere. So we're going to see. But enough about Killian Hayes. A lot is going to also ride on James Wiseman. A lot is we're going to find out, if he's going to ever really become something, especially if he's healthy. A lot of these players are just going to have to gel. I think Monty Williams will have them playing better in year 2 than year 1. But what I'm looking for next season is I'm looking for a Detroit team that can at least add another 13 to 15 wins. The Detroit Pistons got to be, and that won't do anything in turn for them in terms of putting them like in the playoffs or play-in, but this team needs to improve. Now they have a roster where they can at least go out and get wins. But again, it's predicated very heavily predicated upon K coming in healthy, because he definitely has the skill set. He definitely has the talent. He definitely has the versatility. He definitely has the drive. His game is pro ready. I call him like Grant Hill light. He just has to come out. If he can remain, as I said, healthy, they'll start making progression. Even though the sky's the limit, I feel they're not going to go very far if he's missing time. Jaden Ivey must make step number 2, must show a higher level of consistency. Although I saw a lot of bright spots from Jaden Ivey, and he's fast as a fox. He's one of the fastest players, literally, in this game. If you really watch him, he's one of the fastest guys up and down the court. He's like a young Russell Westbrook in that regard, kind of like a Jaden. I'm comparing this man to himself. Lord have mercy. He's kind of like a De'Aaron Fox in terms of just breakneck speed. So I'm gonna look and see what we should get from him. And also, if I was the Pistons, I would try to move off a Bojan Bogdanovic. Try to go with a slightly younger alternative. Just seeing what else is out there that they can get another wing piece. I think Amen Thompson's going to be great, but he's going to come along, at a fairly slower clip. Maybe a Kelly Oubre Jr. kind of fits this Piston team. I don't know, just a name I just thought of. But I feel like Detroit can at least get 30 wins next season. If I was going to play the between game, I would say they're going to win anywhere between 28 and 32 games. I feel like with Monty Williams, just having a new coach at the helm, they're going to at least they're going to at least start showing that, hey, we can win on some nights. We can actually get it done and actually put, a few victories together. So I think, that's what I feel. That's Detroit. It's going to be an uphill battle. Of course it will be. But this is a promising team, as I have said, that going forward a couple of years, you're going to be like, man, Detroit Pistons, they look pretty damn good. And that's only if everybody, is gelling well together. They can keep the young nucleus, the core in place. If K can, as I said, remain healthy, this team can go a long way as the time goes on. They will have to add bits and pieces. Players will have to develop properly. And like I said, it will have to fit in bits and pieces on this team. But I think they'll be in really good hands with Monty, and they'll do that. And I think he can develop pretty well. So I think he's just going to get in the gym with K and with the guys. And Monty strikes me as a coach who could really, like, push his players and, keep them motivated, keep them grinding if there's any motivation problems. But I think the Pistons have been down for so long, they should have no reason not to come in motivated. If K has an amazing season, maybe they could even get up to the play-in. But that to me, that sounds a little bit extreme. But I do feel like they're gonna get at least 28 to 32 wins. But you never know if here's what to get them to the play-in. If they can maximize the potential, sudden rise. If you see a sudden meteoric rise from Cade Cunningham, and if you see James Wiseman matching his potential, and then if you get contributions, solid contributions from Amen Thompson in this rookie campaign, and Killian Hayes, and you see more progression from Isaiah Beef Stew Stewart, you never know. And then you say you get Jaden Ivey just, doing his thing. Yeah, you could see a meteoric rise out of the Pistons. But, yeah, man. Yeah, I got the Pistons clocking in somewhere between 28 and 32 wins. and showing loads and tons of promise next season. So with that being said, guys, hey, it's been a great video talking to you guys about the Detroit Pistons. If you're a Detroit Pistons fan, get locked in. Locked in meaning subscribe. We'll talk more about the Pistons. We'll do more Pistons talk in the future, in the near future. That's the thing about basketball. It's always something to talk about. So with that being said, guys, it's RC Talks All Basketball. And I'm out. Peace.